5 biggest tornadoes in all history. Nature's fury can manifest in many forms, and tornadoes rank among the most awe-inspiring and destructive. Imagine a swirling vortex of wind wider than 3 football fields tearing through a town. This is not a scene from a disaster movie, but the reality of tornadoes like the El Reno tornado. From the TriState Tornado's monstrous path to the El Reno tornado, let's go back in history and peek into the terrifying world of the 5 most significant tornadoes ever recorded. We'll explore their immense size, destructive power, and the science behind these monstrous storms. Buckle up because we're about to take a thrilling journey through history. 1999 Oklahoma City Storm. Oklahoma City, a bustling metropolis in the heart of Tornado Alley, has a long history of facing nature's fury. However, on May 3, 1999, the city encountered a monstrous tornado that carved its name into history as one of the most powerful ever recorded. May 3, 1999, dawned much like any other day in Oklahoma City. However, as the afternoon progressed, a supercell storm, a potent atmospheric system known for producing tornadoes, began brewing south of the city. Storm chaser Josh Werman and his team closely tracked the storm's development. By early evening, the supercell spawned its first tornado, a relatively minor event compared to the behemoth that would soon follow. Just over an hour later, at approximately 6:23 p.m., a monstrous tornado, later classified as an F5 on the Fujita scale, descended upon Bridge Creek, a small town south of Oklahoma City. This colossal vortex, measuring a mile wide and churning with winds exceeding 300 miles per hour, carved a path of devastation through Bridge Creek, obliterating over 200 homes. The storm's ferocity prompted the National Weather Service to issue an unprecedented tornado emergency warning for the South Oklahoma City metro area. Fortunately, the monstrous tornado weakened slightly before reaching the densely populated areas of Oklahoma City. However, it continued its destructive path northeast towards Moore, another suburb. Here, the tornado left a 30-mile trail of devastation, reducing over 4,000 homes to rubble and claiming the lives of 36 people. The combined death toll from the Bridge Creek and Moore areas reached a staggering 51, making this event the deadliest tornado outbreak in Oklahoma City's history. We looked into the records and discovered this wasn't the first time a disaster had struck the city. Several devastating encounters with tornadoes mark Oklahoma City's past. In 1930, a violent F5 tornado ripped through the city, leaving a trail of destruction and claiming the lives of many people. Decades later, in 1947, another significant tornado struck the city, injuring hundreds and causing widespread damage. But the scale of destruction of the 1999 storm dwarfed that of these previous disasters, showcasing the immense power of the 1999 storm. Joplin Tornado, 2011. Joplin, Missouri, a city steeped in history, has unfortunately borne the brunt of several natural disasters. However, none have left a mark as devastating as the EF5 tornado that struck on May 22, 2011. This monstrous storm, reaching a width of nearly 1 mile and winds exceeding 200 miles per hour, carved a path of destruction 6 miles long through the city's heart. Joplin's past encounters with disaster offer a glimpse into its vulnerability. In 1903, a powerful tornado ripped through the city, leaving a trail of demolished buildings and claiming 14 lives. Floods have also plagued Joplin, most notably occurring in 1914 and 1928, causing widespread damage and displacement. However, the 2011 tornado dwarfed these events in sheer scale and ferocity. The severity of the 2011 tornado can be measured in its devastating impact. It claimed the lives of 158 people, injured over 1,150, and displaced countless others. The storm obliterated homes, businesses, and vital infrastructure like hospitals and schools. The total cost of the destruction reached a staggering $2.8 billion, making it the costliest single tornado event in U.S. history. Images of the aftermath were horrifying, a once vibrant city reduced to a landscape of rubble and debris. The Halam Megatwister. Halam, Nebraska, a quaint village in Lancaster County, located roughly 20 miles south of Lincoln, the state capital. Halam sits amidst fertile plains carpeted with golden cornfields that stretch towards the horizon. But this town was etched into history on May 22, 2004, not for its idyllic setting, but for the monstrous tornado that carved a path through it. Halam boasts a relatively peaceful past when it comes to natural disasters. Unlike its neighbor Hastings, which faced a devastating tornado in 1980, Halam's historical records are mainly devoid of major weather-related incidents. This sense of serenity likely contributed to the shock and unpreparedness felt by the residents when the 2004 tornado loomed. The Halam tornado, however, wasn't just powerful, it was colossal. Measured 2.5 miles wide, it remains the second widest tornado ever recorded, surpassed only by the El Reno tornado in 2013. Despite its immense size, the tornado's destructive path through Halam was relatively narrow, sparing most of the town from the brunt of its fury. While 158 homes were destroyed and 57 severely damaged, the death toll remained remarkably low at 1. This fortunate outcome can be attributed to two key factors: the tornado's relatively fast forward motion and the timely warnings issued by the National Weather Service. While the human cost of the Halam tornado was thankfully low, with just one reported fatality, the economic impact was significant. Over 150 homes were destroyed, and countless buildings sustained significant damage. Farms and agricultural infrastructure were not spared either. Compared to the Joplin tornado in 2011, which resulted in a much higher death toll, the Halam tornado's impact was less severe in terms of casualties. However, considering the size difference between the towns, Joplin's population is roughly 10 times larger than Halam's. The percentage of structures destroyed in Halam was likely higher. The El Reno Monster. El Reno, Oklahoma, a vibrant city nestled along the Canadian River, roughly 30 miles west of Oklahoma City, pulsates with a rich history and a touch of the extraordinary. Founded in the late 1880s as a railroad stop along the Chisholm Trail, El Reno quickly blossomed into a bustling cattle town. Its name is derived from Spanish. Interestingly, the city's signature landmark, the El Reno Onion, isn't an onion. This 60-foot-tall water tower, built in 1928 in the Art Deco style, resembles a giant onion and has become a beloved symbol of the city. But this city is famous for another reason too. On May 31st, 2013, a monstrous disaster descended upon the rural plains of El Reno, Oklahoma. The El Reno tornado, a swirling behemoth that stretched an unbelievable 2.6 miles wide. The city is no stranger to the fury of nature. In 1941, a devastating tornado ripped through the town, leaving a trail of destruction and claiming several lives. However, the 2013 event dwarfed all previous encounters in its sheer scale and intensity. The El Reno tornado's colossal size was its defining characteristic. Imagine a monstrous cloud, more comprehensive than many major cities, churning toward the ground. This immense width, however, wasn't the only factor contributing to its destructive power. Winds within the tornado were estimated to have reached a staggering 300 miles per hour, placing it among the strongest tornadoes ever measured. The tornado carved a path of destruction for nearly 16 miles, leaving behind a landscape of flattened buildings and debris. The human cost of the El Reno tornado was tragically high. 8 lives were lost, including 4 storm chasers who were caught off guard by the tornado's erratic movements and rapid changes in direction. This unpredictability made it particularly dangerous for storm chasers and contributed to the tragic loss of life. The last one on our list is the deadliest of them all. Unlike most tornadoes that span across a city, this tornado ran through 3 states. The TriState Tornado. On March 18, 1925, a different kind of tornado made history on the land. The Tri-State Tornado, as it came to be known, carved a path of destruction through Ellington, unlike any tornado ever witnessed before or since. Ellington, Missouri, a quaint town nestled amidst the rolling hills of Reynolds County, offers a glimpse into the heart of the American Midwest. Despite its modest size, Ellington boasts a fascinating past. The Civil War left its mark on the town with the construction of the Civil War fortification at Barnesville, a historic earthwork fortification established in 1863. Civil War mark would pale compared to the mark left by the deadliest tornado ever. The day began ominously in Ellington, Missouri, with oppressive clouds and unseasonably warm winds. As the afternoon wore on, a monstrous funnel cloud descended, claiming its first victim, farmer Sam Flowers. This incident was just the beginning of a horrific journey. The tornado ripped through Missouri and into Illinois. Entire towns, like Annapolis, Missouri, were nearly wiped off the map. In Ridge, a school was ripped from its foundation, but miraculously, no one was killed. The storm then crossed the Mississippi River, carrying its fury into Illinois. The small town of Gorham bore the brunt of the Illinois onslaught. Homes were reduced to splinters, a railway junction was tossed about as toys, and eyewitness accounts spoke of people and livestock being carried aloft. The tornado then slammed into Murfreesboro, a picturesque town of 15,000. Schools, churches, and homes were obliterated, leaving hundreds dead and injured. The storm continued its rampage across southern Illinois, leveling everything before finally weakening and dissipating in Indiana. The statistics speak volumes about the monstrous scale of the Tri-State Tornado. It remained on the ground for an unheard of 3.5 hours, a record that still stands. Its path stretched for 220 miles, and the debris cloud was a mile wide at points. The final tally was horrifying. At least 695 people were killed, over 2,000 injured, and countless were left homeless. That's it for now, guys. If you love this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, as we have more exciting videos coming your way. Till then, take care